Hi, everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World. Shirley's World vlog. I am on every Sunday at 4 o'clock to tell you what I sold the past week. I'm a reseller. I sell on eBay and Poshmark mostly, a little bit on Mercari. Hi, Bryland Farm. Hi. Yes, this week it was sort of even out each day. I almost sold three. I've listed 3 things a day and I almost sold 3 things a day. It's a little under 3 things a day. I sold 9 eBay items and 8 Poshmark items. But I really only listed 6 days this week, not 7. I'd like to have a day off that I don't feel I have to come in here and do things on the computer. So probably do 6 days a week. I am very part-time. I only work a couple hours a day when I do work, so very part-time. And I have trouble leaving the house, both my fault and my dog's fault. I have trouble leaving the house anymore. And I thought for sure I would get to go shopping this week. Well, I had the opportunities, but when it comes to the time to leave, I just don't want to leave. So I have not gone shopping again, and I will be out of inventory after I list these next 3 things. I did include one of the jewelry items, Brian, you sent, because I only had 2 of my own clothing items. So I may have to do some of those jewelry items this week also. But I would like to get to Goodwill, especially on a Monday or a Tuesday, because that's the days that they bring out the cart, more of the new things on carts of the clothing. That's what I've discovered. So I would like to get up to the bigger Goodwill either tomorrow or Tuesday. But then I had another thing happen in the house. My furnace has quit. Now, it's not cold. I'm not going to freeze to death. If this had happened in the winter, I would be hysterical. Your package will be here soon. Oh, good. Let me check the tracking. Okay. Yes, maybe besides that package, and then Bumblebee's supposed to be sending me a box fairly soon. I'll get some more things. Yeah, I have no idea what you're sending me, Brian. Yes, my furnace quit. It sometimes does that if they don't deliver oil. See, I have a boiler that heats this house. It's hot water heat, but a boiler runs it, and it's run by oil, fuel oil, the most expensive kind of fuel you can have. So I pay a whole lot for fuel, and I'm listed as a heavy user because I'm freezing all the time. So they usually bring oil to me more often. They probably do most people. If they don't keep my tank full or keep it topped off, if it gets low, we get down into the sludge area of the tank. If that goes into the boiler, it causes all kinds of problems. And that's what has caused the problems in the past. Now I have to search through my bills and see when the last time oil was delivered. But if it's their fault, because they know they can't do that, if it's their fault, then the part that they have to replace in my boiler, they have to pay for. And they've had to pay like 3 different times. So you'd think that they'd be cautious about letting my tank get low. But that's always what it is when my furnace won't click on anymore. It says it's arriving there on 5:30. Well, it didn't get here. It's arriving late. No. Well, it's a little late. That's okay. How is it coming? Is it coming USPS or UPS or how is it coming? FedEx, which way is it coming? Yeah, sometimes it shows it left Baton Rouge on 5:30 and is not in transit to the next. Oh, USPS. Okay. So it's still stuck. It's ground advantage. It's in transit. That's what they always say. It's in transit. Okay, that's exciting. That is really something to look forward to. Uh, yeah, so for sure it'll be delivered to my back deck where I get things picked up every single day. Yeah, that'll be fun. So, yes, first of all, my furnace quit. Now that means tomorrow, instead of just being free and going to Goodwill, I have to call the oil company and call my plumber who takes care of my boiler and tell him what has happened, and he has to come out and look at my boiler. So, Claire, you're here. Your stepson's funeral. Oh, today in Connecticut, I did not come up from North Carolina, but my mind hasn't been on reselling. Boy, I'll say that sounds bad. I'm so sorry. He must have been sort of young. Too young. Yeah, I've said that I have sold 9 eBay items and 8 Poshmark items today, which I'm going to share my screen a different way this time. So I'm hoping that this works because I don't have everything out like I usually do. It's going to be done differently. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll just have to read you what I've sold. That won't be good. He had cancer of the bile ducts and was found last August, and they thought it was a hernia, and they opened him up and it was full of fluid. Oh dear. That is so sad. Yes. 49. Oh no. He must have been married. Did they have kids? Yes, prayers for peace for all involved. That's terrible. Wow. Yes, when I do share my screen, I'm going to do it differently. So I'm hoping it works. Yeah. This is like an experiment this time. I want it to work because this will show more as far as the pricing and the net value, the net amount I get. Yeah. The other thing that went wrong here was my printer, my inkjet printer, which is a big pain in the neck anyway. It's old, and you know, you have to buy ink for it. First, it ran out of ink. Uh, it needs two cartridges, a color cartridge and a black cartridge. I had just replaced the black one, I don't know, a few months back. Now it needed the color one. So it just stops. It doesn't just continue with black, it just stops. So I had to send for ink printers or ink. So I replaced that, and it's still not working right. It's still taking, there's something dreadfully wrong with it. It takes like about 3 minutes to print out one page. That's a long time to sit and wait for that thing to spit out. It sounds like it's printing one line at a time. It's terrible. Something is wrong. And then I have this brother laser printer sitting up here that just won't connect to my, it's really nice, and it won't connect to my computer for some reason. And I don't know how to fix that. Ink is expensive, yes. I buy an off-brand. I don't buy the Hewlett Packard ink because it's horribly expensive. He had been divorced for years and had just remarried. Oh no. Samantha doesn't know anything about computers. It's my grandson. In fact, I talked to my daughter-in-law today, and I told her to ask him if he would have any idea how to get this reconnected. Yeah, right. So maybe, yeah, maybe I wish he would come out here and take a look at it. It's wireless. See, it has to do it by Wi-Fi. And yeah. So I don't know why I can't do it, because I did it the first time when I bought the thing. And now I can't make it work. Hi, Bumblebee. You were unloading groceries. Yeah, I was saying that I'm going to share my screen a different way this time. So I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it does. But the reason I'm going to do this is it's easier than me pulling every single one and putting separate tabs up there. I can just pull a page, and hopefully I can just, work the page. It should work, but who knows? Hi, Diane. Claire says, so listen to this. I go to Goodwill yesterday and I picked up this really interesting little lamp, and guess what? It's a real Tiffany, you're kidding me. My, how lucky is that? How do you know it's real? Yeah, wow is right. You must have somebody really good donating to your Goodwill. Hmm. Is it big or little? Or, yeah, I hope you bought it. Is it just a little fancy lamp, or is it, I don't know anything about them. There's a big fly flying around in here. Bumblebee, I was telling people that my furnace has gone out. I don't have any heat. Thank goodness it's not winter. It's still about 70 degrees in here, so I'm fine. But it's that it's 60 some outside. It's rainy today. It's that damp, chilly weather I don't like. Uh, yeah, it's in the 60s, mid 60s. It's not real warm because it's rainy. But at night it goes down in the 50s. Now, hopefully it won't go any further down. I mean, we can easily have nights in the 40s. Break out the long johns. Yeah. Mm. Thank goodness for my electric blanket at night. That saved my life so many times. I've always had an electric blanket. Having trouble with this chat. It is marked for 489 Tiffany in brass on the bottom. Marked 489 Tiffany. Let's see what that says. There's a thing on here, how to check Tiffany lamp authenticity. Does it have a stained glass lampshade? Is it the whole lamp or just the base? It's a desk lamp, and the one bulb that comes down is like an upside down hand painted tulip. Okay. Nice. Yes, I think I've seen pictures of those. Mm. Yes, there are some beautiful Tiffany's. We had a small Tiffany in my antique shop for a while. I don't remember anything about pricing or anything, how we sold it. It was a small little desk lamp also. You have a couple of them. One was online for 1,800 and the other one for 7,500. Oh my. Mm. I can't find a picture of one here. Well, that's encouraging. Yeah. Are you hunting for hard goods or are you hunting for clothes, Claire? You just happened across this. Yeah, that reminds me of back in my antique shopping days. I usually only go in the hard goods now if I need something, for my house, not for reselling. But yeah, that would get anybody excited. So let me try. Bumblebee, I said before I sold 9 eBay items and 8 Poshmark. I don't know if I told you that. I listed 6 days out of 7 this week. So it's almost list 3, sell 3, which I would love to do that. I would sell as many as I list. So let me try to share my screen, and I'm sure I can get back to you if this doesn't work, but let's go to the first screen first. Okay, I'm coming back here because for some reason it's not showing that first tab correctly. Go up here and see. Oh, I see why. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, I wanted to show this one first because this is the one I can never move around, and I'm going to have to move around the other ones. So this just shows my graph here of the week. Actually, this just went till Saturday, and it doesn't show today, which I haven't had any sales anyway, so it's probably correct here. So nothing great, but yeah. So let's go to the next window and see if this will work. Yes, it does. Now, can you see this? Let me know. Somebody in the, can you see me moving this page around? Because I don't want to go on unless you can see this. Can you see this page of items that I'm moving around? This is the page that tells my report from May 26th to June 1st. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, this is usually the page I show last, but I'm going to show it first because the list of items is at the bottom of this page. But let's show this first. I sold 8 items, really 9. I don't think I redid this. I sold 9, so this isn't actually correct. So let's just go on to the next page, or down here. Maybe I can maybe I can hit the redo button. Oh yes, it corrected it. Okay, now 9 items sold. A total gross sales of $223.88 and net sales $131.43. So let's go down here where hopefully this will work. because this shows each one and shows the net sales, which is, it doesn't have them in order the way I sold them, but it doesn't matter. I have my list in this order. I sold a pair of Hudson women's jeans. Now, I can make this bigger, hopefully, yes. Hudson jeans, size 27. They're the Beth Baby Boot, low rise, and they were stretch jeans, dark wash. They were in really good condition. These sold for $23. How did I do that? $23. Now, how do I get back to that page? There, okay. $32.44 they sold for, and I made the total selling cost was $14.77. So I made a net sales of $17.67. Now, this doesn't take the cost of items out. So I average out my cost of goods to be like between $3 and $3.50. So you'd have to take say $3.50 off of this. That would give my total, which I should have written that down. But I'm not that organized yet. This is a new way of doing it. Okay. The next thing here is Levi's. These Levi's denim shorts, women's size 12, light wash, 5-pocket jeans. I sold these for $17.61, and they paid a total of $24.75 to get them there. And let me see if I get back here. Should, yes. So the total selling costs of these shorts were $9.77. So I made a net sales of $13.69 minus $3, say. Okay. Can we do it that way? The next item is a Loft new with tags tank top, medium V-neck. This is nothing special, but it was new with tags. It was cotton, very basic. This sold for $14.15. If I go back to this net sales, I made $12.79 because those are the selling costs that come out and the taxes, but you get that back. Okay. Let me know what you think about this way. The next thing is this J. Crew button-up long sleeve shirt, women's size 0. It had a high neck, and the whole placket for the buttons were little like pleated ruffles and around the neck. Sort of you could wear this as business or preppy, academia. I should have put all those things in the title. Sold for $23.59. And here they paid, well, not they paid. I got out of that, I received $21.02, say minus $3. The next thing is this All in Motion new with tags sports bra. And here's what this looked like. This was an extra large. It was black, had removable pads in it. It sold for $15.54. I had sales going all week on these things. The first part of the week, it was 22%, and the last part of the week, just the weekend, I think, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I had 25% off. So, so this, I netted $12.51. See, there was $8.88 in selling costs of this. That seems like such a jump from 22.68 down to 12.51, doesn't it? Okay, the next thing is these Izod golf pants. Now, I've had these for a long time. These were new with tags, beige, lightweight, flat front, sold for 29. No, these didn't. Let me show you. These sold for $21.70 with that sale price. Yeah, they were size 32. So there was this selling cost of $10.13, and net sales I made $17.42. So that's not too bad. The next thing is the American Eagle. These little shorts, denim shorts. They were size 10, curvy high rise shorty. They were called. They were in a dark wash. Let me show you. These turned up cuffs and sold for $13. This was a best offer that this was an offer I sent out to watchers. And they paid a total to get them, though, $20.14. They went to Baton Rouge. Oh, they went to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay. Come back here. And what the net sales I received was $10.81. Now the Talbots, this next thing is Talbot's Girlfriend Chino Short, women's size 6 in the light beige. I just listed a Talbot's Girlfriend shorts in denim this past week. These sold for $10.26. The reason being, there was something wrong with the way these were listed. These should have never been listed for $13.15 in the first place. So I don't know exactly what happened here. Sometimes when you're listing things, you put in one thing and it jumps to another number. You have to really watch when you're listing as far as your prices go. But yeah, so these sold for much less than I wanted them to sell for. I made $7.84 on those. The last thing on eBay was LL Bean traditional fit polo shirt in a men's large tall in this green color. Where are we here? Sold for 23. No, this sold for a best offer I sent out for $21.77. Yeah. I don't know exactly why I did that because it's golf season. This is LL Bean and it's a large tall. I don't know why I do things sometimes. But I made $17.88. But I don't understand here. It's saying total sale of $27.62, and I didn't sell them for that. I sold them for $21.77. So I'll have to look into this more. I don't think this is really correct. I mean, this should be correct. This is what they're going off of. For my payments and everything. But anyway, that is the last thing on eBay. So let's go to Poshmark. Now this is another page we're going to try. This is the selling page. Now I can pull up each one of these. Start down here with this Banana Republic. I think I can anyway. Yeah. Banana Republic ankle pants, women's size 4 in this bright orange. These are stretchy. And they sold for $19. There was a shipping discount, so I only received $13.18. Okay. Can I get back to that page? Yes. Okay, the next thing is this loft striped summer blouse. I don't remember this blouse. I think I've probably had this a while. This was an this had little straps up there on the shoulders, but it was just barely on the shoulders. Sold for $16. There was a shipping discount of $202, so I received $10.78. The next thing is this J. Crew Factory pencil skirt. It was in a double serge cotton and sold for $18. Had 4 pockets. It must have had pockets on the back hip also. Had 2 pockets in the front. $18 is sold for. It had a shipping discount, so I received $12.38 for this little skirt. The next thing I was excited to sell, because I've had this a while and I thought this would sell right away. This is by just a Gap. This is by Gap, but it was really different. This was a cotton jumpsuit, size 4, in this tropical, I can't really see it there, tropical pattern, and had a self belt. It buttoned down to about here. Yeah, it was a cute little jumpsuit. Nice for summer. It sold for $19. Of course, had a shipping discount. These are, when they have a shipping discount, these are things that my VA Posher thing offers to likers in Poshmark. And they give them a little bit of a shipping discount. So with that shipping discount, it comes off of my amount. So I received $13.18 for this, which I thought I would get more, but it is Gap. So, yeah. Okay. Now, I don't even see this other thing. Why wouldn't it be on here? Oh, here it is. Tranquility skirt. This is like a golfing skirt. Had shorts underneath it for golf or tennis. This sold for $15. And I received $12 because no shipping discount. This went to Jericho, Vermont. I forgot to tell you where everything went, but yeah, this was a cute pattern. It looked like dandelions all over it. I sold the only untuck it button-up shirt that I've ever had. It sold for $20. It was blue and white stripe. Here. Had chest pockets, long sleeve, nothing special. Sold for $20. I received $16 on this. And this is my most exciting sale because I had sold this once before, remember? And I sold it on eBay before, and it came back to me because it didn't fit them right, or I forget the reason. But they paid shipping back, thank goodness, because this weighed 5 pounds or almost 5 pounds. But thank goodness it didn't weigh over 5 pounds because I sold it on Poshmark this time. So I didn't have to pay anything extra for shipping. The buyer pays shipping up to 5 pounds. So this sold for $49 and I received $39.20 because yay, no shipping discount. This went to Detroit, Michigan, where it does get cold in the winter. So this person just thinking ahead, because here we are going into summer and this heavy canvas winter work coat sold. So yeah, you never know. And the last item, you may remember this item that I picked up at one of my YouTube thrifting trips to Goodwill. This was Zara button-down heavy cotton shirt in a men's extra large. It was a relaxed fit. I really liked this shirt. I thought I would get more for this, but it sold for $23 and I received $18.40. This went to Phila, Pennsylvania. Like Philadelphia, only Phila. Is there a city named Phila? I thought it got printed wrong at first. I thought it was supposed to be Philadelphia, but no, hopefully the postal workers will go by the zip codes and everything and the barcodes. So yeah, this only sold for $23. I thought I would get more for it, but it sat and I didn't really have that much interest in it. So there you go. So that is what I did. Let me try to get back here. Okay. Riri's here too. Debbie's here. Hi, hi, hi. Now, was that too chopped up? What do you think of me sharing that way? Do you like it better the other way, the old way, or is this okay? I have to get it together more, and because I like to tell where things go. I like to tell the different cities things go in. I only remember to do that in a couple things. Yeah. Both are fine. Okay. Yeah, I just liked, I don't understand the numbers don't seem to be right though in the eBay numbers of they're charging for what I had that for sale for, but not what it sold for. Hi, guitar guy. You just missed what I sold. Yeah, I did it a different way. I'll have to go back and see. I don't know. It's kind of chopped up, I think. When I have time, it's easy. I think it's easier to see if I do it the other way. But that takes time to put every one of the tabs up there. Not so much, not so much time now when I'm not selling much, but back when I used to sell a lot, it took a lot of time. But this would be faster because you can just go to the page. Yeah. So, yeah, Bryland Farm's going to send me a big box of something. It's on its way. And I would like to go to Goodwill either tomorrow or Tuesday, but I have to wait and get my furnace fixed. That's top on my list, even though it's going to be summer. Makes me very nervous not to have heat. Yeah. And I don't even have an air conditioner that's connected with this. Is hot water heat. There's no air conditioning with this. In the summer, when it gets really hot, I only have two air conditioners, window air conditioners. One is in this back room. It's a bigger one. And I open all the doors all over and it does cool down. And then I have a smaller one way out on the other side of the house in the dining room. And between the two of them, they actually cool the whole downstairs. However, upstairs is another story. Upstairs, it's hot as anything. And yeah, I have to depend on a fan. Now, I've seen things advertised online about these little air conditioner things that you just put water in, and they're supposed to cool a room down in minutes. So I don't know. Has anybody known anybody that had one of those? Riri, you liked it that way. Okay. Okay. I'll try it again. I'll get more organized next time. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Well, like I said, I didn't tell you the biggest thing that happened yet this week. I don't know if any of you will relate to this or not. But it's nothing new to me, but it's new to me to have it on me. I got a tick in my hair two or 3 days ago. I was just feeling my head and I felt this big thing back here where, of course, I can't see. And the more I felt it, the more I knew what it was. I knew it was a tick. And as soon as I squeezed it a little bit, it was bloody. So I knew what it was. I actually did take a little movie of it because I couldn't get a photograph of it. I couldn't hold my phone right, but I took a movie of it and I did catch it. So I knew it was a tick. I had no way to get it out. I can't see. I only had tweezers, which isn't the best way. I had tweezers and I can't make sure I'm grabbing it way down by its mouth, way down at the scalp to pull it out. You have to pull a tick out slowly and steadily so it releases and you get the head out. You don't want to leave the head in there because that can give you a big infection. Yeah, Brian. Haven't you had ticks down there? Certainly you have. I thought for sure you'd relate to this. Now, I've taken ticks off my animals. I've taken ticks off of dogs. I've taken ticks off of horses mostly. Horses get a lot of ticks if they're out in the high grass, if it's a big tick season. They hang their head down to graze. They have all this hair, their mane and everything. The tick crawls up. Am I freaking you out? The tick crawls up their hair and gets to where their skin is. And then they embed their little head in there and drink your blood. Yeah, so who knows how much blood before I found it, who knows how much blood it drained out of me? No more than a couple drops, but yes, it was a bigger one. So it wasn't a deer tick, thank goodness. Because deer ticks are the ones, oh, you keep guineas. See, that's the first thing I thought of. I should have had guineas. Yeah, chickens eat them too, but not as much as guineas do. Yeah. My, I called my dog walker. Poor Jolene, she gets called for everything because I know she knows about, taking ticks off of dogs and herself and whatever. So I called her and she came over and she had a tick remover, those little plastic tick removers. I just sent for one on Amazon. It should come today. Um, she had one of those and she got it out easily. And she got the head and everything. We put it in some alcohol so we could see it good to make sure it was the whole thing. And yeah, I certainly wasn't going to go and get a pay to get this out. Uh, so poor Jolene gets the call every time. She says I should wear a hat. She says it must, because I'm not walking around, even though my whole property is like a field right now. I'm not walking around in it, and it would have had to crawl all the way up. I doubt if it did that. So I'm thinking probably fell from a tree. They can do that. Guitar guy says, sorry to be morbid, but my first memory ever of a grandpa in Virginia getting a tick out of the back of my head. He used a what? You cut off there. What did he use? Yes, it was in the back of my head too. That's what Jolene says. You should wear a hat. My daughter-in-law says you should wear your helmet all the time. Things seem to be after your head. Yeah, I know. I need to look for a sun hat or something at Goodwill. I'll do that when I go shopping. Because I look terrible in baseball hats. I'm not going to wear a baseball cap, which is dumb of me because nobody's here but me. I have plenty of baseball hats because they're for sale. A knife or a cigarette is my guess. Oh, you're never supposed to burn them. That makes them go the wrong way. Hmm. He used you're keeping us in suspense, guitar guy. What did he use? Probably a little knife, I would think. You're dying. A match. Oh, yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah. What do you think you'd do if somebody put a match to your rear end? Mm, sounds like a grandpa. Right. Well, right, there wasn't the internet to find out how to do all this stuff. These little tick removers are really neat. They work like a claw hammer. You bawled like a baby. I was, poor baby. Cover with Vaseline to smother 'em. Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know. I think getting it out with head and all is the best thing. Yeah, they're very cheap. They're like $3 or $4 on Amazon. A tick remover. Just type in tick remover for your dog. He got one on his head near his eye. My dogs through the years, they've gotten them up on the back inside of their leg, and they've gotten them up in their ears, on their ears. They've crawled up their ear and got onto their, yeah. But my Echo, my black horse, he would always get them on his forelock. He had the biggest mane. You'd think that they would crawl up his mane, but we always checked him every single day in tick season because he had this huge mane. But we never found one along his mane line. We found always in his forelock. I probably should have braided his forelock and pinned it up. Yeah. Now my dog has flea and tick remover stuff on him, so they're not supposed to get on him. But this dog, Penny, has never had a tick wherever she is. She's never had a tick, but a couple of my others have. Yeah. The first time I ever saw one on a dog, I sort of freaked out because I hadn't ever found one on a horse before, and this is a long time ago. And I just freaked out. I called the vet and I sort of described what it was. I thought it was a big bleeding tumor. It was huge. It was big. It had been on there a while. And she just laughed and told me what it was and how to deal with it. Yeah. I wish I could let my chickens roam so they could get them, especially right now when the grasses are so long. I'm hoping that Wednesday, which is my day for my lawnmower guy to come, I'm hoping that we don't have rain again Wednesday. Or he's going to have to just change a day because I can't go another week or his lawnmower won't work. Because it's really long in places and thick. Yeah, so that's what's happened to me this week. The furnace stopped, the printer stopped, and I got a tick. Oh dear. So I haven't had a chance to do any recorded videos. We probably should have recorded the whole tick thing. I wasn't thinking of that at the time. Yeah. I don't know if anybody here has been watching The Chosen. If you have, you'll know what that is. Anyway, tonight is the first of the new season. Tonight, 6:00. You have to get it through their site, the Chosen app. It's free. Just go and on your phone get the Chosen app, and it'll show you how to watch the movie. The first episode of series, is it 5 or 4? Series, I think it's 4. So I'm excited for that tonight. And that's about all I have for you today. Yeah, this was my cousin, the baseball player, he had gotten bit by a tick, the deer tick, and he got, what is that you get? It just flew out of my mind. Hopefully it'll come back. Lyme disease. Yes, he got Lyme disease and he had a lot of problems with that. You can get all kinds of symptoms afterwards with that. Yeah, Lyme. I sure don't want that. And my Jolene, the tick remover person, uh, she says you can't be tested, even if it was that type and you wanted to be tested, you can't get tested for like 6 to 8 weeks after you get bit. It won't show up. So that's sort of a bummer. Diane, you had a, ooh, it's terrible. Yeah, sure don't want that. You said, I know that after you take a tick out, you're supposed to rub it with alcohol and then put Vaseline on it. But I don't have Vaseline. I had the closest thing I have to Vaseline. I have a million tubes of Neosporin, so it's sort of the same thing. Yeah, it was sore for a couple days, but now it's pretty much gone. Luckily, I have my regular doctor appointment this next week, this Thursday. I'll ask him to look at it if he can still even find it. I wonder if he ever got a report of me getting clunked in the head with the tree branch in the ER. Wouldn't you think they'd send your regular physician a report when you end up in the ER for something? I don't know if they do or not. I'll have to ask them. This is just a quick visit. It's not an exam or anything. All right. I'm going to close and go figure out something to eat for supper. I don't know what. And I will be back Tuesday with hopefully something to show. Either a box of something, or maybe I will have gone to Goodwill. Yes. So good night, everybody. Have a good evening. And watch out for those ticks. Bye.